I'm Ryan from the Ny Group, and next to me I have the all-new Honda Ny1, Honda's first fully electric SUV. And yes, that's its name. In this video, I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about Honda's second ever electric vehicle after the Honda E. Now, if you were to take a real quick glance at this car, you'd be forgiven in thinking that this was just the Honda HR-V. And while there are various differences between the two models, this is essentially a fully electric version of the HR-V. So we're going to be looking at those key differences, starting with its exterior design. The styling of the Ny1 combines dynamics with functionality, beginning here with the simplistic grille-less design, which actually hides the car's charging ports. You also get these sleek LED headlights which offer adaptive driving beam and high driving beam support system. And also here in the front there's a nice new white Honda badge. The new white Honda logo is also featured down here on the 18-inch black cut alloys, and this little logo right here is meant to represent Honda's electric future. Now, making our way to the rear of the car, as you can see, it is very much HR-V, but the main change right here is the logo at the back. The H logo has been replaced, and instead we have this nice spelling of Honda underneath the rear tail light design. And apparently, just like with the white Honda badges, this is something we're going to be seeing on future electric Honda models. However, besides the logo, the rear design is effectively the same as the HR-V, with its sporty sloped rear end and the uninterrupted rear LED taillights which stretch across the width of the car. On the top spec, the Ny1 comes with a power tailgate which reveals an ample boot space of 361 litres, expanding to up to 1,176 litres with the rear seats down, and extra boot space under the boot floor for your cables, meaning you can maximise your storage without the cables taking up any space. And just like with the other new Honda models, on the higher spec, the Ny1's powered tailgate has a hands-free walk-away function. So simply, by the push of a button, grab what you need, and simply walk away from the car, and the boot will shut and the car will lock. Now, it's worth pointing out that whilst the exterior design of the Honda Ny1 is similar to that of the HR-V, it's actually slightly longer, with an extra 3 cm at the front and 3 cm at the rear. Right then, should we get inside? Now, whilst the exterior of the car is very similar to that of the HR-V, I can assure you that the interior is no replicate. One of the first things that you'll notice inside the new Honda Ny1 is how spacious and comfortable it is, and with the panoramic sunroof above, it gives a nice open and inviting feeling overall. You also get these light grey or black eco-friendly synthetic leather seats, which have been ergonomically designed to keep you refreshed, so you can say goodbye to those long tiring journeys and experience a more enjoyable and refreshing drive. What's even better about these seats is that they are heated along with the steering wheel, making it the perfect companion on a cold winter morning. There are also numerous soft quilted surfaces throughout the Ny1, including the dashboard, with this subtle blue stitching throughout. Now, one thing I like the most about the Ny1's interior is how clean and uncluttered it is, including the dashboard, which has been designed to give you the widest possible field of view with little to no distractions whilst driving. It's also simplistic with no mess. You've just got your steering wheel and controls with your large central infotainment system, and not a lot else, whilst keeping all controls well within reaching distance of the driver. Now, obviously the focal point and clear change in this model is its infotainment touchscreen. In the HR-V, you had a 9.5-inch infotainment touchscreen, whereas here in the Ny1, it has been drastically increased to this massive 15.1-inch portrait touchscreen. This infotainment system is split into these 3 sections, with your climate control at the bottom, the usual Honda Connect system that you are used to seeing in the middle section, and then your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto integration, or satellite navigation on top. This is a great idea as it helps keep it at eyesight level while driving, so you can follow the sat-nav without having to take your eyes that far off the road. The infotainment system also plays host to a multi-view camera system, and on the top spec you get Honda's Parking Pilot, which uses sensors and cameras to perfectly guide you into a parking space without the need to even touch the steering wheel. And if all that wasn't enough, There are even more technologies available to you, such as a keyless entry and start, a 10.2-inch digital driver display which is fully customizable via the multifunction steering wheel, a wireless charging pad for your smartphone, and even more. In the HR-V you had Honda's magic seats that would lift up for more storage. However, sadly in the Ny1 you do not have these, but it has been replaced with enhanced space. There's plenty of legroom and headroom for the rear passengers, and combine that with the thicker seats and various drinks holders too, you're going to feel more than comfortable in the rear of this electric SUV. Now, the Honda Ny1 pretty much performs how you would expect from a mid-size electric SUV. Thanks to its electric powertrain with an electric motor, you can get up to 204 horsepower, 310 Nm of torque, and a 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.6 seconds, which is much faster than the HR-V, and is pretty quick as far as an electric SUV is concerned. Regenerative braking is also available, which helps top up the battery, and the Ny1 also comes with 3 driving modes: normal, sport, and econ. And one amazing feature about this car is that it has increased cabin insulation and added insulation in the wheelhouses for less frequency road noise, creating a much more quieter cabin with smooth, silent electric driving. Now, with this being an electric vehicle, you'll be wanting to know about the charging, and rightly so. As previously mentioned in the video, the charging port is tidily tucked away behind this panel on the front of the car, and I can reveal it by either using my smart key or pressing this button right here. The black bar across the face of the car shows blue LED lights when charging, and even a red light to tell you that there's an issue or if it's not connected right. It's quite unique and handy, but also very Honda-like. Now, this sophisticated family SUV has an electric range of up to 256 miles and has fast charging capabilities using a 100 kilowatt charger, giving you 10 to 80% in approximately 45 minutes. Or you can top up a 60 miles charge in as little as 11 minutes. The Honda Ny1 comes complete with the latest Honda sensing driver assistance technology, which has a whole host of safety and convenience features to keep you and your family safe on the road. Such features include collision mitigation braking system, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, traffic sign recognition, and much more. There are 2 specs available on the Ny1, Elegance and Advance, with prices starting from just shy of £45,000 and rising to £47,000. So there you have it, the new Honda Ny1 fully electric family SUV. Would you be interested in giving it a test drive? Feel free to visit our showrooms in Wolverhampton, West Bromwich and Cannock.